Biofriendly Podcast. It's the Biofriendly Podcast.
Are you all warmed up? Please join us right now for a brief vocal warm-up.
New Yeek, you Nork.
I don't think that's how that goes.
No?
Get lello rello.
Ed, green pleather, yellow.
Green
bacon.
pleather, yellow pleather. She stood upon the balcony, mimicking and hiccuping, and amicably welcoming him in. Did you do that one?
No, I didn't do that one.
You didn't do that one?
No, that's
okay.
That's a lot of syllables.
That's a lot of syllables, right?
No, we did stupid ones.
They're all stupid.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Right. And then there's
Lemon liniment, we did.
Okay.
Lemon liniment.
Unique New York is a tough one. That still gets me to
Yeah.
this day. These are all those are all like vocal warm-ups for theater and plays. Get your lips loose.
Yeah.
So we should probably do those because I often on this thing you got to
Have
put your
lips that are not loose. I've realized that if I don't
you better put your phone on
turn
airplane
this
mode.
into airplane mode, then we're just gonna the whole time people are gonna be like, "Hey, you're on TV.
Hey, I'm watching you right now at home. I can't believe it.
You guys are so rad."
We always tell you to call in, but don't call in.
We're busy. We're doing a show. Don't call it. What are you,
Doing a
crazy?
show. This is live. Everybody knows this is live.
Don't interrupt us with questions.
Actually, the service that we use is offering pretty soon. We signed up already for it for a live podcast ability. They're going to be releasing that soon.
I'm sorry,
Wouldn't
but
that
this
be-
is a must-do situation.
Absolutely.
I think we do the podcast live, the audio version.
Yeah.
And then we release the video later.
Yeah.
And sometimes we could even do the video live if we're crazy.
Well, I found out some good friends of mine, they just listen. They can't bear the sight. They're like, look, I can only handle Jacob and Noel in audio form only.
Look, some things were meant for radio.
Some people are just
You
meant for
two
radio.
are included in that list of things.
You are both. It's very true. It's very true. But
That's
speaking of, I'm Jacob.
I'm Noel.
And this is the Biofriendly Podcast. And guess what, Noel?
What's that, Jacob?
This is episode 25.
What?
Yes.
We've done this 25 times?
25 times.
And nobody's murdered us yet?
Yeah. Well, there's been attempts.
Well, yeah. But I
been a lot of
I chalked
attempts.
those off to our past things.
Yeah, just everything that we've done up
Well,
until now.
We're very murderable, I think.
Can you imagine putting that at the bottom of your resume for qualifications?
Yeah.
And I'm murderable.
And I'm murderable. We should add that to our list of things that we Biofriendly Podcast. You know, we're murderable.
Oh man, the list has gotten so long. And I've watched, I've gone back and watched, and I have a real problem at our tags at the end at remembering literally every single time.
Well, there's too many, first
just
of all.
too many.
And we don't like we say them as a joke every time. So each one isn't really that. There's really only one tag.
There can be only one tag.
Right, but the rest of it is just us being
silly goobers.
silly goobers.
Silly goobers.
You know, I'm
But
very
there's a lot.
proud that our podcast has it listed as non-explicit.
Yeah.
Kid-
That's actually a point of pride for me
kid-friendly.
too. And we dance the line sometimes, but for the most part, friends and family and everybody can listen in their car while they're driving to work and not
Yeah.
worry about it. We're
You're
going to
not
talk about the planet and be silly, but you're not going to have to like turn down the radio. Oh, no.
Oh, he's about to say a word that is not appropriate for
Right.
human ears.
Which I have to do sometimes on music, like when I'm in the car with the kids and a song will come on, I'll be like, I love this song. Oh yeah, whoops.
I signed up for Spotify at your suggestion.
Yes.
And I'm so glad I did.
Yes.
The only thing is like because the whole universe is available, sometimes
Right.
I'll be like, well, I want to hear some playlist of what are the kids listening to?
right. What's popular now?
What's going on? You know, to try to understand.
Yeah.
And I'll turn it on, and then there's no. You have to teach me how to filter the thing, but I don't have any filters, so I'll turn it on. I'll be in the car like, oh, this is a good song, and then someone just go, and then out of
and
nowhere,
then something will drop and
they
you'll go,
drop
oh,
the largest
boy.
F-bomb.
Yeah.
And
well,
and I just kind of go.
I know. And the weird thing is, I think that the symbol that they have for when it's mature music is confusing because it's not the regular. It's like the Spotify branded one, and I think it looks like an E, which I usually think is everyone.
Right, but that's explicit.
It's explicit, right?
So like the
I
video game rating system and the audio rating system
on
need
Spotify.
to get on
the same
page.
Because I get confused because exactly this happened to me too. Ewan wanted to listen to this certain kind of you and my son wanted to listen to this song, and I saw the E by it. And I was like, oh, perfect. It's going to be fine.
E is for everybody.
And within 30 seconds, I was like, wait, this isn't okay. This is not an okay song.
How long, as a consumer of video games and a parent of people who consume video games, are you taught E is for everyone?
Right.
E is for everyone.
Yeah.
E is for everyone.
E is for
everyone. E is for everyone.
Yeah. I don't like this E is for explicit.
So how can we now suddenly say E is for nobody except for people who are older than...
It ain't right.
Well, in fact, it's kind of for no one except for a really finite group of people between the ages of about 15 and 30.
Yeah. Our age.
Like us.
The audience who listens is like, yeah. The people who watch are like, oh, no. Oh, heavens, no. Heavens to Betsy, no.
Yeah, but we'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, my feeble mind will eventually discern the difference between...
Well, we're not here to help you with your music explicit labels. We're here to help you help the planet. Help you, help us, help the planet.
Go green.
Go green. So today's subject... Not as tasty as last week's.
Okay. Ice cream is tasty.
Yeah. But it's a nice, clean subject. Okay. It's laundry.
I love clean laundry.
Yeah, I do too.
That's one of my favorite things is clean laundry because it's if you're lucky enough to have been there right when it comes out of the dryer.
It's the best.
Right? Like oftentimes it's been tumbling in the dryer for hours and then you get to it way later and then you don't get to have that experience.
You don't have that
feeling the warm, great smelling laundry on your face.
Laying on a pile of warm laundry is a special thing. It's a special experience in life.
Hoof is all I've got to say to that.
But wanting to do that is wrong. No, I'm just kidding.
But that's bad for the environment.
Bad for the environment.
Laying in warm, smelly, good laundry is bad for Earth.
No,
better be a lie.
No, it's totally partially. You can still have your warm clothes. But no.
Let's see how much I hate this topic.
I know. We've come a long way since the 90s because we've come a long way because the 90s
that was the 1900s. Of course we've come a long way.
1900s.
No one was even alive.
No one was even. So what I was going to say is since the 90s, back then, that's before the whole Energy Star thing was applied.
Right.
Energy Star hadn't been applied to every washer and dryer system. True. But that came around right around the post 90s. And by 2005, 15 to 20% of every American home had an Energy Star efficient thing by 2005. And now it's
terrific.
I think you honestly cannot get one that isn't been rated or reduced with the Energy Star. That's been around for 20, 30 years now.
Yeah, it's hard to find a non.
Right.
In fact, it would be interesting to go shopping for a non-Energy Star.
Right, go into the Best Buy and be like, I'm looking for a non-Energy Store washer and dryer system, and then there's a 90s, old 90s one. They're all wearing flannel.
It's that cream color. Yeah. You know that cream crappy color that things used to be you'd never know why anybody. All cream looks like, particularly on those old fridges and so on, was just faded white. It looks like you had a white fridge that got covered in dust for so long that it turned cream.
That was definitely the color of all appliances in that generation.
That's what I'm looking for.
And your clothes came out smelling like Teen Spirit.
Teen Spirit.
I was waiting for that opportunity. As soon as we said laundry from the 90s.
I'm not going to stop singing the whole rest of the show. I'm just going to do it.
Just do it. Noel's going to finish the podcast singing Nirvana songs. So no, we've improved in that capacity, but this is something that I was learning as I was reading, which was the first effort was all just about the energy. Okay. But one thing they didn't factor in back then was the water wasting. So they were just focused on the energy, but they weren't focused on the water. But they have since made that a huge thing in a lot of modern washers and dryers.
So are they calling those Water Star?
I hope so. Water, that's a good, the Energy Star, Water Star.
Water Star.
Water. Hey, now, you're a water star. Get your game on. Wash stuff. Okay.
You've got your game on if you're washing stuff.
Wash stuff. Yeah. Actually, I do not enjoy doing laundry.
Find me the person who does, and I'll give you my acres.
I don't think anyone likes doing laundry. We like clean clothes, and we like the warmth and the this is clean. Yeah. But nobody really enjoys the process. It's kind of a pain.
I just mostly don't enjoy when I put the wrong color in the wrong pile.
And you ruin everything.
And then I get in trouble for putting the wrong color in the wrong... Because I grew up where there was dark pile and there was...
Light pile. Right.
And then you were pretty good. And every once in a while, things would go haywire because I'm an idiot. Mm-hmm. But it worked out pretty. But now
something red gets in with the white.
We got 3 piles. We got the color pile, we got the dark pile, and we got a white pile.
Right. So many piles.
I still screw that up. I have to admit to the audience right now that I got a deal with my wife in the house where she worries about the laundry, and I worry about other things
because you'll mess it up.
I do mess it up, and I get in trouble for messing it up. Wow. So if this podcast could just be about teaching Noel how to not be a moron,
that's not what I mean.
Very productive.
We would need all the rest of the podcasts,
and we don't have time.
Episode 26 through 75. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's really just about today. I'm not going to be teaching you how to do laundry. You're going to have to go figure out how to do that on your own. But what I am going to teach you are sustainable ways to do laundry, better ways to be doing it, to be saving energy, saving water, saving the planet. That's what we're here to talk about.
Okay.
So you're not going to get any better at doing laundry. You're going to get better at saving the planet while poorly doing laundry.
Great. This is a good plan.
Yeah. So, I mean, the first tip right out of the gate is try wearing something more than once.
No. Next.
Well, I actually wanted to ask you this. I think we once got into a debate with Derek. I don't...
No.
Huh?
No.
That
hasn't happened. No. Tell me the time that we've ever got into a debate. For
with
those of you who
Derek Ogden, our business partner in the entertainment realms.
Yes.
And co-star.
Yeah.
But he
loved a good argument.
Yes. He's feisty.
He's good at arguing.
But no, we were talking about jeans, and I was saying I don't wash my jeans every day, and I thought that was like a normal thing. I wash my jeans, probably like once a week, but I definitely wear my jeans a few times during the week.
Oh, jeans. Oh, yeah.
And he was like, you have to wash them every day. And I was like, no, you don't. I don't think that's the normal way of doing things. So I was curious. Are you a jeans every day, every couple days? I'm like once a week.
Well, here's the thing. My jeans have to be stonewashed.
Oh, stonewashed.
And stonewashing.
The stonewashing rig he has at his house is just...
Stonewashing jeans is a regular... I have to keep doing it every day.
I always wondered what that process was. It sounded so biblical. Like, get the jeans out there and stone them to death.
Stonewash them. I don't know, but it gives them...
Excuse me.
It gives my pants a most fantastic look.
Yeah.
So I am in favor of stonewash. I have no idea if I've even got stonewashed jeans. I'm lying to you. I have no idea.
No, but back to the honest question. Can you go a couple days without washing it? Like, you don't have to wash your jeans every single time you wear them, right?
Now, again, my policy on clothing wearing and washing has been completely adjusted by my wife to do what is needed by her to survive.
Right.
So everything I wear, she chooses. Everything except for a couple shirts that Owen, my son, and I will go to Kohl's. We'll take our Kohl's cash.
Living large.
And we'll get some kind of crazy, funny shirts.
I love it. I love
That's
Kohl's.
the one exception.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I get clothes based on what my wife thinks. And I wear and wash clothes based on what I'm told. So my wife's rule is that I can wear jeans up to 3 times, provided that I don't spill...
Right, you don't
garbage
spill them, and you're not running races in them, which you shouldn't be anyway.
Right.
But I always air dry my jeans because I think that I like I buy that denim. I buy that denim now that has the stretch in it because I like to have big lunches, and so when you dry that one too many times, it ruins it. It stops having the elasticity in the denim.
Wow.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, if you lose the elasticity in the denim, I lose interest in the jeans.
Right, exactly. Because it's got to be form-fitting.
Well, for me, I flipped on this. I used to think that loose, light, flowy, like jeans that didn't tug and hold on to everything was all I was about.
That's 90s, baby.
I could not stand the feeling of jeans on my legs. Like that scratchy, jeany feeling on my legs was so bad. And so I thought, I am never going to wear tight jeans, not because I wouldn't look.
I mean, you look smashing in tight jeans. But
in tight jeans.
But that's our generation, though. It's like the jeans when we were growing up were baggy.
They were baggy.
That was the look.
And for me, it was great because it was comfortable.
Yeah.
But what I realized over time is that elastic material they put in jeans fixes the scratchy problem.
Yeah.
And so once I realized that, I actually found I preferred the more form-fitting jeans that had the elasticity.
That are little hold you tight.
But I'll tell you what, Jacob, if I lose that elasticity,
they're gone.
I'm out.
They're recycled.
I'm out. I'm throwing them in with the stones that I wash my jeans.
I'm gonna stone my jeans,
and they become part
dead
of the
to me.
process.
No, but so anyway, back to the point of wear it more than once. Try, besides your undergarments and things that you definitely don't want to wear more than once. For a lot of shirts and things that you're wearing, you don't need to take it off after you've worn a shirt for a couple hours out of the day and throw it in the laundry bin. You definitely can rewear a shirt that you only wore for a couple hours, didn't do a lot in it. I understand if you smelled it up and it's all stinky, you want to wash it. But a lot of your clothes, I think that keep in mind as you're going through your week, don't feel like you got to wash it just because you wore it for a short period of time. Like you can probably hang it up, wear it again later. That's a piece of advice.
Okay, I like that idea.
Okay,
I'm in on that. That's good. That's good. Now, if you have problems.
Right.
A drinking problem, not like a.
Is this at me again?
Not a drinking problem like Grandpa had. But a drinking problem like an airplane, where you
pour the drink.
For some reason, you drink. And
you're klutzy.
Yeah,
you're saying you're a klutz.
Look, some people out there love ice cream.
Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong with loving ice cream.
Yeah.
We just talked about it last week.
Right.
Some people love pasta.
Yeah.
Some people love ribs.
Yeah.
And all these kinds of, and they dig in, or
messy
a sandwich.
foods.
They'll have a burger and they'll just drip it all.
Everywhere.
It's obviously organic.
Of course. Of course. These are all
grass-fed,
sustainable foods.
burger. Yeah, but or they're having the Impossible Burger that we haven't decided what it'll do to us.
The plant-based one.
And you spillage on yourself constantly. Now, those people can't be expected to rewear their shirts, can they?
No, that's fine. If you got a stain on it, put it in the laundry.
Okay.
What we're directing this at is okay, let's say, for example, you ran to the store and you threw on a T-shirt and shorts.
Okay.
And you went to the store, you came home, you did a few things, and then you changed out of those.
I got back into my pajamas because I was going to relax that day.
You're going to relax. It's Saturday, so you only wore it to go to the store and back. Those clothes don't need to go in the dirty clothes.
Put them back where you found them.
Exactly.
Use them on
Sunday.
Again.
Use them on Sunday when you go run out again, or you're doing something in the evening. Just try to reduce the amount that you're going through clothes.
Jacob,
that's what we're saying.
Jacob,
what?
That's doable.
What? It's doable.
I could do that, Jacob.
Right? Everybody can do it.
I could really help the environment here.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Step 2.
We're only on step 2? Oh, boy.
There's 800 more to go. Okay. Use green laundry detergent.
Green laundry. Now, what I like, my wife's laundry detergent's blue.
No, it doesn't have. That's not color based. Okay, we're talking about something that doesn't have any phosphates in it. That's a key right there. Okay, so a lot of these big consumer brands, they first of all, when you're going to buy laundry detergent when it's concentrated, that's better. That's way better. Like if you have the kind where it's like 2 times, 4 times, 6 times the strength in the little pour, because you're being more efficient with how much you're buying.
Okay.
So that's a step.
So if you need less to do more, then that's just green.
Exactly. That's green right there. So that's like the
even
first,
if it's blue.
That's level 1. Even if it's blue, that's level 1. Level 2 is instead of buying regular Tide or All, you look for brands that are really trying to do clean, sustainable. Like there is
Jacob
Method.
Can you please tell me what brands these are? Because I have no idea.
Method.
Oh my God.
7th generation.
My Wi-Fi was on, and so I'm beeping in the middle of the
dare
thing.
you?
I turn airplane mode. But
I will
you
tell
see,
you.
when you go on an airplane, you turn your Wi-Fi on.
Right.
So I turn on airplane mode after I've been traveling.
Yeah.
And then the Wi-Fi's on.
Yeah.
And so then I still receive garbage that distracts the poor audience from the importance of our show.
Unbelievable.
And I am just so...
By episode 25, and I'm still just appalled at how you cannot... I'm just kidding. So back to laundry detergent.
Could you please give us examples of laundry detergents that might be, I don't know, green?
Yeah, one's called BioClean, and that's B-I-O and then K. BioClean, okay? Laundry liquid with eco bottle. It's actually a really cool story. After the story of BioClean, after losing his job for speaking out against the dangerous chemicals in cleaning supplies, long before this was a hot topic, Jim Reimer devoted his life to studying and creating the best chemical makeup of an all-natural, harm-free cleaning solution. Over 25 years later, his family still carries on Jim's ideas with BioClean. And you can find it at Target.
He's no longer with us?
I don't think he's with us anymore. Oh. Jim, if you are, I'm sorry, but the article
make
makes it
sound
seem like Jim is gone and the BioClean legacy lives on.
Well, I'm glad that the BioClean legacy lives on.
Yeah, and you can get it at Target. You can get it at Whole Foods. You can get it online. Okay. It's available in a lot of different places.
Okay.
So then there's Ecos, which is ECOS. Mm-hmm. That's a hyperallergenic laundry detergent. Method, which is a real fancy one.
No, Method. I think we've used Method.
Yes, Method is great.
You can get that at Target.
Yes,
Method is like available
everywhere. And it's very sleek. Like everything about Method, like when they designed those bottles, I was like, ooh, nice. So nice. Eco-Me detergent.
Eco-Me?
Eco-Me. Eco-Me.
Eco-Me. Uh-huh. In other words, me is eco-friendly?
Yes, exactly.
That's great.
Grab Green laundry pods.
All right.
Grab Green. Dr.
Whoa. Can you eat those pods?
No.
So
even though these aren't Tide Pods, don't eat them.
So don't do the Grab Green Laundry Pod challenge.
No, don't do the Grab Green Laundry Pod. They're made from avocados. No, I have no idea, but
they're actually quite tasty.
They're quite tasty. No, they're cleaning, so definitely don't eat them. But Grab Green Laundry Pods.
Okay.
And then Dr. Bronner's Sal Suds.
I mean, it's made by a doctor. It has to be.
It's doctor.
It has to be real.
Yeah. Go into your doctor and be like, "Are you Dr. Bronner?"
Excuse me.
I actually use his soap. I actually do use that soap.
For real?
I get it at Trader Joe's.
Tell me about it.
Oh, it's the best soap in the world.
Really?
Yes. It's my favorite because
does it sud up nicely?
It suds up nice. It's a liquid soap. It's called Dr. Bronner's All One. Okay. And I get the one that's like the mint eucalyptus one. And so when you use it, it's tingly. So it's really nice.
So you can finally feel again.
You can finally feel again. Jacob can finally feel again thanks to his soap. But no, Dr. Bronner's is that. So those are some brands. So I'm just saying level 1 was buy concentrated. Level 2 was get some more sustainable brands, right? Level 3.
Yeah. Wait, which level was used less?
1.
Level.
I don't think you said. I'm saying just
said be concentrated.
No, I'm saying yes, be concentrated. That's what I mean. Like level 1 was get the concentrated kind.
Oh, because I was thinking because the soap is like you wanted to get more concentrated. This treats 3x, 4x, 5. Yeah, so you completely threw me for a loop.
Sorry.
Now I'm lost. I don't even know what podcast we're on.
What episode is this?
Where am I? Are Bill and Ted here?
Yes. So no, what level 1 is you buy the concentrated kind because then you're not buying like massive amounts of laundry detergent. It'll stretch longer.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought you said.
That's what I meant. I just said it wrong.
What level is use your clothes twice?
That's not in the same rating scheme. I'm just talking about detergents. My levels started at detergent.
I'd like to make a formal apology to the audience of Biofriendly Podcast.
I don't know how to number things.
I know this could totally be me. There's been we've had a lot of great things happening.
We have.
And it's been very busy out here.
Yes.
And so my scattered mind cannot seem to zero in on what the heck it is that we're talking about.
So what I was saying was I was listing a lot of things you could do, but when we started on detergent, I was letting people know like if you want to do this, that's like phase 1 of detergent.
We've subdivided.
Yeah, I subdivided.
This is just the detergent topic.
This is just the detergent topic. That's what I meant.
Okay, guys. I'm with you now.
Because there's a lot of steps along the way that people can do. But I was saying, okay, if you're gonna just keep wearing the same clothes that you're wearing all the time and not wash them, but you're in the detergent game, here's the levels.
Okay.
And the main reason I did it is this, because each of these require a little bit more oomph.
All right, so level 1 just concentrated soap.
2 was eco-friendly, sustainable brands.
Green, not the color,
brands.
The feeling. Green brands.
Level 3, make your own laundry detergent.
Wow, that is baller.
Yes, exactly. So that's why I was breaking it up. Like if you want to go here.
I'm going to throw a curveball at you.
Okay. You already have.
Let's suppose that you're a doctor.
Okay.
Not Dr. Bronner necessarily, but another doctor.
Definitely not Dr.
Let's
Bronner.
suppose you're a little mad.
Okay.
and your interest is I want to make the most toxic laundry detergent possible.
Okay.
Would that still be step 3 if that person who's got the skills and capability to make like where it lights the clothes on fire, but they come back fine?
If you're out there making plutonium for your laundry detergent,
plutonium.
You're Doc Brown and you should be time traveling.
Yes.
And what are you doing worrying about laundry? Do something greater.
So that's our official statement.
That's our official statement.
Okay,
like
good.
if we're just focused on people who go, you know what, I want to not only I could go buy 7th generation or Method, those brands.
Yeah.
Or if I buy these ingredients and a glass bottle, I could make it on my own. I never have a plastic waste bottle. I'm constantly buying the most inexpensive way of making my detergent, and everything I know has no extra chemicals or ingredients that could be harmful to me or the environment.
That's fantastic.
Fantastic, right?
That's fantastic.
So
how do I do this, Jacob? How does a schmo like me, a schlemiel like this guy, make his own soap?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to put it on the Biofriendly Podcast Facebook group.
Well, so that's just we just inspired you all to go visit and join the Biofriendly.
I'm going to put a recipe for how to make your own laundry detergent on the Biofriendly Podcast Facebook group. So go join if you want to learn. I'm not reading it to you here. I mean, you could probably Google it, but hey.
No, you can't Google. It doesn't exist on Google.
No.
It is not there. You won't be able to find it because it's not there. You can only find it if you go join the Biofriendly Podcast group and come talk to us.
Yeah. So the next...
There's another level above?
No. We're out of detergents now.
Okay.
We're back to the original categories of things you can do.
Real quick, I think that the mad scientists who might want to join our group to discover what I think before I thought we should welcome mad science, like they should be part of it.
Sure.
I'm a little worried now that if we welcome them into our group that they're going to make plutonium based.
Well, don't join
because
then.
we'll teach them.
I told the mad scientists, I said, if you can do that, focus on time travel DeLoreans and not washing your clothes.
So you can only join the Biofriendly Podcast group if you as a mad scientist are focusing on time travel, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes, and helping the environment.
Helping the environment.
If you're a mad scientist and you're like in a lair somewhere and you're like, I will destroy everything. Don't join our podcast group.
Right, like if you're...
It's not for you.
If you're Dr. Doofenshmirtz,
an
example.
I love Phineas and Ferb. That is such a great show.
You probably would...
Probably not on anymore.
Probably best not to join
Doofenshmirtz.
Our group.
I was trying to run all the places in the world.
I love Dr. Doofenshmirtz. He's such a great character.
The tri-state area.
They made him so likable because they did so many stories about his like feelings.
His backstory
and
is fantastic. He's been through so much. The poor guy, his brother, the jerk mayor, is just like ruining everything.
You're Phineas and Ferb. I am impressed.
Well, my children were right in that perfect phase to watch, and the show was so good that I would just sit there with them and watch. It was that show is so good.
I just saw, speaking of great children's, total tangent, I saw a movie. I saw a movie yesterday with my son called Teen Titans Go, the movie, and I loved it.
Was it great?
It was so good.
My kids wanted to watch it when they saw it in the theater, and then we missed it because life.
It is on HBO Go right now, and it is. I loved it. I was literally like, my jaw was on the floor. I was like, this was like made for kids and me. Like the references, they reference so many things that we love.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious. It was wacky. It was off the wall.
That show is funny too.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. So Teen Titans Go to the Movies, I think it's called.
I'm going to check that out.
Check it out. Okay, back to laundry.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
The
so
environment.
Those are some steps, but one of the things that everybody can do is predominantly when you run your laundry and you run your cycles, run cold. Because one of the most energy draining things, this is an interesting statistic. I think it's about 85 to 90% of the power required from a washer is to heat the water. The actual spinning of the motor only takes about 10 to 15% of the power of the laundry machine. It's all that contraption to heat that much water. So if you got to run a hot cycle or a warm cycle, you can do those from time to time. But I would say really, really try to run your laundry on cold cycles because that is a very minimal amount of energy in comparison.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whenever possible, go cold.
Go cold.
But some things that require hot,
sure,
we'll live with it.
Sure, exactly. If you've got to run a hot cycle, then you got to run a hot cycle. you got to. I want a T-shirt that says that. If you got to run a hot cycle, you got to run a hot cycle. So
I feel like that's all I run sometimes.
Yeah, that's all I run. Cycle. I always run hot. Yeah. So you run hot, run cold, and then what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh. Steer clear of laundry, like dryer sheets. I didn't know this.
Why?
So I grew up in my household. Those were very, very common. Those dryer sheets. First of all, the thing that they put them on, that fibrous material, that's like really bad and hard to biodegrade, and ends up in landfills and not good. And then also most regular generic laundry sheets have chemicals and fragrances and things in those that are really bad emissions coming out of the dryer. So so now they have like dryer balls that you can put in there that don't cause anything, that help, get the fresh smells. And then there's a lot of cool things you can do, like a vinegar, essential oils, and things like that you can use to help your clothes smell like fresh and clean.
But the issue though, usually with the dryer sheets, isn't the smell, because the smell's already been worked out. The issue with the dryer sheets is static.
Yeah, static.
So you put your clothes on, and then you've got static all over your. So I'm happy that these environmentalists have fixed the smell problem.
Well, but there's no.
But can one of these hippie communist environmentalists please sort out for me?
He's talking to me.
How I'm supposed to not get shocked every time I put on my pants?
I wish I had more of that regularly available. All I knew was that I would imagine that while you're looking at the eco-friendly brands of detergents, there's probably eco dryer sheets. I know that the dryer balls are not problematic. Right. The ones that you throw in the thing and then you reuse them over and over again.
Yeah.
Those help reduce static cling as well.
Okay.
So that'll help.
So go balls, not sheets.
Yes. Just the most generic like dryer sheets, those are not good, which is a bummer because when I was growing up, I loved those. I loved the smell of the clothes that came out with those.
Can we stonewash?
You can stonewash. You can stone dry.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You can stone dry.
We throw stones in there and see what happens.
Totally.
Yeah.
It'll sound terrible. Okay. It'll be like. Of course, you can also air dry. Hanging it out to dry helps a lot. There are upwards of 88 million dryers in the U.S., each emitting more than a ton of carbon dioxide per year because dryers use so much energy. Skipping it altogether can make a real difference.
Do you know that my family in Australia does not use dryers? None of them do. They've all got hangers, and they hang their clothes up, and that's what you do. You wash it and you hang it outside because why would you put it in dryer when God gave you the sun?
Gave you the air outside, right? Yeah. And we actually, a lot of our clothes we hang to dry because I've just found over the years that my dress shirts, my clothes, they tend to degrade and fall apart after repeated dries. But if you air dry, they last longer. The dress shirts hold the color longer. The fabric kind of stays durable longer. So I have just, out of a habit, all my dress shirts always are on hangers in my house and air dry overnight. That's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's one of the things you can do. Head, to the laundromat because those commercial machines that are there, those are better, usually more energy efficient, can do larger loads, and because if you're doing it in that's less individual use, that's another way you can cut it. If you live in an apartment, go to a laundromat.
Okay.
It says in here, don't bother with dry cleaning. I don't know if you dry clean much. I used to a lot when I was younger, and I had to wear real fancy clothes all the time.
So if I don't bother dry cleaning, Jacob, how am I going to know that my suit's clean?
I don't know.
Great answer, folks.
I'll read you what it says.
We've got this sorted out.
Okay, conventional dry cleaning is a decidedly ungreen process. Most businesses use the chemical perchloroethylene, also called PERC, which research studies have shown may be dangerous to our health. Exposure to this chemical has been linked to increase of risks of bladder, esophageal, cervical cancer, eye, nose, throat, and skin irritation, and reduced fertility. So luckily there are alternatives. For starters, if you want to eliminate dry cleaning from your life, start buying clothes that don't require it. This is
the first time I've ever wanted to swear on this podcast.
I know. Also, recognize that many delicates and other garments, including those made from cashmere and lamb's wool, can be safely and easily hand washed. For those items that must be professionally treated, don't sweat it. Reducing your exposure, not eliminating it, is a fine goal. Plus, greener dry cleaners are also on the horizon. Some businesses now use liquid carbon dioxide instead of PERC. Use the EPA's list of CO2 cleaners. And so just use your internets to find one that's doing the better process.
Okay.
That's their solution. You can do it.
Here's my advice to the people of the podcast who are listening to the show and just heard that, and they're like...
And they got mad? Like you did?
Yeah, well, here's the deal, folks. Some of us have to wear suits.
Right.
So, you've got a suit, and you're not going to hand wash your suit. I might stonewash it.
I was going to say stonewash it.
Yeah, but that's just not going to happen. So, I'm down with if you've got I'm down with the idea of wear that stuff less, but there are times when you can't. And so if you can't, the official position of the Biofriendly Podcast is F it. You've got to clean your suit.
No, that is the official stance of Noel Carroll.
No, here's why it's the official stance of the podcast, because we can't put ourselves
I'm saying you can use it. I'm saying you can.
Yeah.
So that's my stance too, but I'm saying try to not use the one that uses PERC.
Yeah, well, I mean, fine, but you live in a place.
Yeah.
And you can search through the ones you have,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And if one of them happens to be a green one, then absolutely, of course, you're going to go to that one.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the Biofriendly Podcast doesn't advocate eliminating suits and getting fired from your job. That's what I
do, but that's off the record.
That's off the record. But you didn't hear those words.
You didn't hear that here on the Biofriendly Podcast. You heard that from Jacob Givens.
But otherwise,
no, I agree.
Don't just go around buying clothes that you don't need that you just don't need to have, that require dry cleaning, because it's a terrible process for the world.
Yeah.
It's going to cause death and destruction for everybody.
No, we're
all going to die.
To Noel's point, I was reading and the article was like, hey, try to do it less or not at all. But then they went on to say, but we realize that there are people that have to, and they mean suit wearers like you, Slick. They mean you. They know there are people that have to. So they're just saying, look, a lot of these old school dry cleaning places, and here's the thing. Back in the day, in my early 20s, I had this total corporate job, and I wore nice shirts and slacks, and I probably dry cleaned my clothes once a week.
Right, which is a lot.
It's a lot. And so I probably have all of those cancers because they probably used PERC, and I'm probably going to die by episode 52.
Hey, big guy. Well, just like Eco Clean with a K,
yes,
we will live on in your memory, and we'll keep on doing it, and we'll tell people all about you.
Don't you dare replace me with a lousy host. You replace me with somebody who's better and handsomer and can keep up with you.
Impossible. I'll get someone slightly uglier.
Okay.
Slightly worse.
Okay.
Who cannot keep up with me at all.
Okay.
But that's the best I can do.
Perfect.
Okay, good. No, I like this. Well, here's the thing that I would say about this. Now I'm going to turn my green half on.
Okay.
Right? Because I've got two halves of the show.
Turn on your green half.
There's a part of me that's very much about the practical human who's trying to live in the current society, and then a part of me who's like, how can we go green though?
Right.
So I would say that as employers out there, to find, as we do in this office, to find other options for your dress code, right? So like in California, it's a bigger deal that you don't have to show up in a suit every day.
It's true. It's very casual here.
Yeah, you get like a collared shirt, that isn't a dry clean shirt is totally fine. Or just nice clothes, but you don't have to just trick it out with crazy fancy clothes. So let's say that this is a good goal to go for to make it easier, because then you have less dry cleaning. And then if you do wear your suit and you're going off and doing that, it probably isn't going to be as often. It'll just be for big meetings, big traveling, whatever. Yeah. You're only using the dry cleaner once a month at most. This is acceptable.
Absolutely.
And find the green one if you can that's using the CO2, not the PERC.
Yeah, try to find places that they brag that they use clean methods for their dry cleaning. Try to find, because I would imagine in this day and age, anything to get an edge up, get more business. So just look for those. And if you can't find one, that's fine. We understand.
If you do find one, join the Biofriendly Podcast group and then take the photo of you in front of the fancy one.
That's actually a good point.
And show us that you're because part of what we're trying to do with the Biofriendly Podcast group is to applaud the simple changes.
Yeah.
The little things that you're doing. So if you're in the group, those of you who are, send us those photos of those little things that you're doing because we're trying to show that it is easy to be greener.
It is. And so we covered a lot of stuff here. There were a couple other cool stories that I saw when I was studying this, which was there was like some really inspiring things that people have done in terms of laundry. Like there was a student a few years ago who was in Burundi, and he saw how difficult it was for the people in the village to hand wash their clothes. So he invented this spin cycle thing that was on the back of a bicycle. Cool. That he was, this spin cycle technology, and he won all sorts of awards for giving it to these people in their villages where they could sit on a bike, run for 15 minutes, and then it would clean their clothes instead of them having to work so hard at that. That was incredible.
That's terrific.
And then there was this Indiegogo campaign a few years ago with this product called the Drumie or the Drumie. It's DRUMIE.
Okay.
And it was a little kind of a standalone sphere. And then inside was like a metallic ball that you could put your laundry in. And then at the bottom was a pedal. And so if you pedaled for like 5 minutes like this, it would
Are you
spin.
stomping right now, or is there an earthquake?
I was stomping.
Okay,
sorry. And it's California. We never know. But you stomp your foot like this, and it spins and spins and spins, and so you could wash without any electricity. The water was very minimal, and this thing like made a ton of donations for Indiegogo, and they're just now starting to release them. I saw it, and I was like, man, I kind of want to get one of those.
That is rad.
Yeah,
that's
very
great.
rad. So there's a lot of innovation out there. There's a lot of exciting ways that you can cut your laundry carbon footprint. But we understand it's a busy life. It's a busy world. You've got kids that you're cleaning up after. It's very hard. But some of the tips that we gave you about the detergents, the running the cold, make sure your laundry is full. Don't run a load when it's like 5 socks in there because that's a waste. So like try to run clothes, when you have a full load of laundry. These are all really smart things that you can do to really help. So that's what I'm going to end on.
I got nothing. That's great.
Yeah, it's great.
That's great.
So Noel may not be able to do laundry any better.
No.
But he'll know how to help it be greener.
I do. I will. I can. Yeah. I'm gonna.
And probably will wash clothes and they'll come out green and he'll be like, why? Why did that happen? What did I do wrong?
Why did I use green laundry detergent?
Jacob told me to make my own laundry detergent and everything's green. I can't promise the laundry detergent will work. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm going to give everybody a good detergent. But again, thank you guys for joining us today on the Biofriendly Podcast. And we are your beacon of light in a gloomy environment.
Sound years ahead of the competition.
Saving the world eventually.
Tantamount.
So glorious. So handsome.
And don't forget to stonewash your dishes.
Don't forget to stonewash everything. That's the key. There was another one in there too.
We made up one today, but I forgot it already.
I always forget them.
It was a good one. It was the best one we ever had, but it's gone.
Best we've ever had.
It's gone.
Okay.
If only we had recorded it.
If only.
It's the Biofriendly Podcast. It's the Biofriendly Podcast.